Ready for another very crazy week in the market here. If you guys, I've been talking about this for like the last 2 weeks here. We're gonna have a little lull after the shock has been added to the market, but it's not really gonna change anything in the grand scheme of things. If you guys watched the YouTube video that I made this past weekend here, before the positive news came out between these China and US negotiations, it was looking like this market really wanted to rip to the upside here. We got a glimmer of good news there. Markets are ripping to the upside, and that free trade idea that I gave you guys out on PDD last week, you guys just got a 200% trade handed out to you for completely free. Guys, you really don't have any excuses at this point to be not nailing these. So here is what we are going to do today. I told you guys last week that the watch list going into this week for LTMP was going to be absolutely nuts. There are a lot of really epic setups that we are looking at going throughout the entirety of this week. If you guys are able to get 200 likes on this stream right here, I'll start outlining a couple of them for you guys for free again. The last one, PDD, 200% there. It's probably more now with all of you guys just absolutely. I mean, it was more when this thing was ripping up there to almost 138. So if you guys hit 200 likes on the stream, you guys hit the like goal, then we'll start going through a couple of those new setups with you guys so that, again, those of you guys that aren't in there can get a little bit of an insight into just how good what we do in LTMP actually is. But if not, we're just going to keep those setups in the group there. Tesla Weekly, no, I don't like that one. But ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of day again. Say good morning to somebody in the live chat. If you guys would like to say good morning to me, would love to receive some good mornings over here. If you guys are new to the group, new to the stream, new to the channel, let me know. I'd love to welcome you guys in here. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys are hitting that like button on the way in. Costs you nothing to do it, but it helps me out a whole lot, spreading this information out to as many people who actually want to learn. And again, if you guys do hit that 200 like goal on the stream today, I will be going over more setups with you guys. They're going to be looking just like PDD. Now, we have a couple of really epic movers here today, too. Target ripping. There you guys go there. Those of you guys that are in that breakout from this like 9170, 9160 area there, congratulations. That is a really epic one there. What else? Where's AEO? Because that one was flying around a little bit here. Yeah, American Eagle still looking really good from that 1608 entry point I gave you guys last week. First target on that one, 1833. So congratulations to everybody that's been paying attention, and those of you guys that are in LTMP, there you guys go. So again, for those of you guys that aren't in there yet with us, the time is running out before prices go up again at the end of November here. Make sure you guys are using code October, getting 50% off your first month, and join us in there with us. I mean, I don't know what you're doing at this point. But yeah, so we're at 30 likes right now. Let's see. Again, if you guys hit 200 on the stream, I'll start going through some more setups with you guys. But this PDD move, guys, monster so far. Congratulations. This has been absolutely epic seeing you guys generating the results on this one that you guys have. Ryan over there is 4 positions free over here. PDD, QS, Dow, and Nokia. There you go. Freebies are always fun, man. So PDD is interesting. If we're able to hit 139, 140, I might be able to make these free because I do really want to let these ride until earn it, because I have December contracts. I went a little bit further out with this one just because, again, we have PDD is moving back up nicely here now. Is market moving? Yeah, a little bit. Again, we have these. Ooh, ARM. What's up with that? Ooh, ARM is ripping. Oh, is that off the Qualcomm stuff? Yeah, I mean, earnings are too close to do anything on that, but, like, that looks interesting there, too. Not that we would need to be doing anything on that, but, yeah. And then, again, Mastermind links are live. We start the Mastermind next Monday. I hope you guys are excited for that. It's going to be fun. Ooh, a lot of slack. I guess you guys don't want to nail another multi-100% trade for free. I guess not. I mean, I might just keep them for LTMP. It's fine with me. We're just going to nail them in there. But yeah, Target. The target on Target, 98.73 if you guys aren't free on those yet, which I know a lot of you guys are that are in that one. Congratulations. Yeah, 100, at least 100% there. Nice. 181% Ryan on the PDDs. We got 212% on the PDDs. We got 186% on the PDDs. Great work, guys. Great work. I mean, it's pay attention or pay a premium. This is not that difficult. Let's take a look at some of these, some of your guys' favorite names here too. Nio looking pretty solid here on the weekly, but this is not necessarily a setup. Just stair-stepping higher. This is one of the 30 10x trades that I've handed out to LTMP in the last, now it's probably like three and a half months here. Really great results this year for everybody. But yeah, I mean, I own Nio at 455. They're doing everything they need to in order to like get to that point where they can start hitting those profitability metrics. But again, that's going to really start to come out in the beginning of next year, not at this next earnings report there. So that's really all you really got to think about with Nio. And then just be aware of the news. I mean, I'll keep making videos about it. I'm probably going to be able to make a YouTube video for you guys today, so make sure you guys have notifications turned on. Palantir is getting that weekly breakout here ahead of earnings, but again, like I've been talking about a lot, this is not going to be one of the ones that we want to be going for going into earnings here, just because it's too close and the premiums are going to be inflated. Joy? It just fell off a cliff? No, it didn't. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Even on this, like, did this even break above the top side? Yeah, it did, but it's moving down. Okay, it's not falling off a cliff, man. I don't know what you're looking at there. Mastermind's gonna be awesome. There you go, Jay. Yeah, no, I'm not interested at all in Tesla, guys. Tesla's not a setup here. PDD, yep. I mean, guys, there you go. That's another one handed out to you guys for free. So if you guys haven't realized just how good what we do in LTMP is yet, after the 30 10x trades I've handed out, then I gave you guys the free PDD yesterday. It's showing 24.55 for you on Joy. You're on the wrong Joy. You're probably on this. Ooh, I don't know. What's this? Yeah, I don't know. I don't see that. The 1 minute? Nope. Don't see that. PDD looking really good over here. Your app is messed up? Yeah, that would appear to be the case. Let's see. Where's MDB? Because that one was looking pretty good. It's coming back up. We'll see. We'll see. This is going to be a crazy one anyway on a weekly breakout, but what else? So Wells Fargo looks good here too. The financials look pretty good. We'll see what happens with that one, but PDD, big winner here. So PDD and Target, just absolute monsters. Airbnb, that's actually getting close. Yeah, Airbnb starting to get close there. I like that. Your Dow is now riding free along with your PDD, Nokia, and QS. Congratulations, guys. There you go. Again, you guys hit 200 likes on the stream. I'll give you the next PDD. You guys all were handed this one for free. There you go. Easy money. I don't know. Just 200 likes on the stream. It's not that hard. We're almost a quarter of the way there. Let's see. What's the market doing? Nothing too crazy. And then let's take a look at SoFi. Was looking really interesting too. Is this thing still above 30? That's close. But again, it's the same thing that we've been talking about with Palantir and SoFi. Like, you can't just look at the setup and be like, oh, that's the only thing that matters. Like, yeah, it's important, and being able to identify what that looks like is very critical in order, if you want to have any chance at having long-term success in the market. But like, you have to be aware of, like, going into earnings, you got to be very, 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 very careful here, guys. Made Dow free this morning too. Great work. You missed Lulu? Nobody missed Lulu. It gapped. Nobody missed Lulu. It gapped. If you think you missed Lulu, you got a fundamental misunderstanding of where the entry is. If it's opening 3 or 4% above the entry point, then obviously we're not going to be touching it, you know? Wally, we're not going to be looking at anymore. Rio, I think, is still looking good. Let's see where this is. Yeah, Rio is still looking epic there. That's a Dave ticker. No more Rumble stream? Nah, we'll use Rumble as a backup. I like the YouTube streams. Consolidate it all in one spot. But yeah, I hope you guys are excited for this week. Lulu wasn't a trade. Well, it was on the watch list, but it doesn't mean that it's a trade. It's just gapped, you know? What are you going to do with that? Nothing, you know? You still probably, even if you were looking at it, it probably hasn't gotten above the 5-minute opening range, and it invalidated below the bottom side of it. Yeah, so you wouldn't be looking at this anyway. Cisco getting close. Is it? Cisco is looking good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that is getting close. And you guys, even now, you wouldn't be looking at Lulu because it invalidated down below the bottom side of the 5-minute opening range. Very simple. Come on. You guys can do this. It's not that hard. Yeah, let's see if you guys have it in you to get to the 200 like goal today, so I can start giving you guys some setups. I'd like to give you guys some setups for free, but like you gotta like the video. Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and do this without you guys giving me something in return. You gotta like the stream. I'm handing out, I mean, you guys see the ones I hand out on here all the time. Like, I ask for nothing in return, just to like the video. That's it. Click, done. The XYZ monthly does look good. I like that. I do like that. PDD. I'd love to see this get above one. I'd love to see it hit 139 today. That would be fun on PDD. If the market can start pushing up above day highs here, you might get that on PDD. Yeah, it doesn't like that top side of the range, but Lumen? No. You want to chase stocks higher like this? With earnings in 2 days? That's what you want to do? Real Estate Rescue Podcast. Come on. You want to chase the stock after it's broken out into earnings in 2 days? Come on, man. 3 days? That's not a smart decision. Do whatever you want. It's your money, but like that is not a smart decision to be doing. That is a negative EV course of action right there. That's what we like to call that. Yeah, we got a lot of fun setups, guys. He's gonna rage! You guys make me rage a lot. Because I say this, the reason why I rage, there's two things that make me rage. One, stupidity, which that was not. Two is saying the same things over and over again. That like should just make sense to everybody at this point. That will make me rage. PDD. I like, guys, I might just hold on to these and let it rip. That thing just looks filthy. You know, it just looks dirty. Like, look at this chart, man. Like, this just looks disgusting. Like, you could really move here, which would be very fun. All right, we're a quarter of the way there on the like button so that I can start giving you guys some more setups. We'll see. If not, I mean, you guys all have the opportunity to get into LTMP, 50% off your first month with code October, and you guys can be good to go. Get all the setups, not just the couple that I might share with you guys on here. Let's see. Did I see what happened to Qualcomm? Yeah, but like what? See, like when news comes out like that and there's a big shock to the market, remember what I talk about all the time. It's like when these things start to happen, most people will be like, ooh, this is like, we should be taking action here. So Qualcomm is like the one example, if you caught the news quick, where like if you took action, you made money. But 99% of the time, it's not going to be the case. So like when these things start to happen, it's like, what? Like, why even look at it, you know? Your PDD is free, so it's going to 0. It's going to be your first 1,000%. No in between. There you go. Yours free, so you're letting it go. Your PDDs, Kevin? A lot of your guys' PDDs are free. I just have longer dated on it, so it's going to take me a little bit longer to make them free, which is fine. I'm looking at it for like the move into Q4 and like the rest of Q4 and earnings. But yeah, they NVIDIA style chips, this thing ripped on that, which good for them. But again, is this something that's like repeatable, something that we can do every single day in the market? It's like, no, you're just hunting news and slinging it into the abyss, you know? Can I look at B for a short? That looks like it wants to roll over for sure. Made it free last week. Oh, on PDD? Nice. Yeah, nice work, guys. Nice work. That's the LTMP way. You want December for PDD, you want earnings as well? Well, that's what I want to start doing a little bit more of, is like, I mean, obviously every single setup that we have has like way crazy asymmetric risk to reward, because like, remember, every single setup that I outlined for you guys has the potential to run multi-hundreds, if not multi-thousands of %. That's why everybody is able to have so much more success in LTMP than in anywhere else. The margin for error is so big. You don't need to be super active in the market. Like, you don't have to stare at the charts all day long. If you work a day job, you can set your alerts. If you have your phone, you're good to go. Like, it's just perfect for everybody. But the interesting thing is when we start getting into earnings season, like if we can make positions free going into earnings, we can already get our initial investment back, make some money, and then see what happens on the earnings. You know? Because that's when a lot of the big moves can happen. And if you hit them, oh boy, you have a 300% position that turns into a 6,000% gain. Like, you know, so PDD is starting to move nicely here. Now, it may not be on PDD, but it could be on any of the other ones that we're looking at that have a decent amount of time going into their earnings. So you guys are about a quarter of the way there to the 200 like goal. If you guys hit it today, I'll start going through some. I'll probably give you guys 3. If you guys hit the 200 like goal today, I'll give you guys 3 setups. If not, though, I'm just saving all of them for LTMP because there's like 20-something, I think, in LTMP right now that we're hunting. They look great. PDD is looking for that area there, that 138. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. STAI. That actually looks interesting. I mean, I'm typically not a big fan of stuff like this, but that actually looks fun. I mean, what's the market? 46 million market cap. It doesn't look bad. I mean, I don't hate this. Like, is it something that I really want to go for on that? No, but like that's not the worst chart in the world. I don't like this wick. If it didn't have this candle, I'd actually be really interested in that. Financial's not playing ball today, but we'll see what happens with them. Again, and the other thing that I was talking a lot about with the group this morning is that, like, guys, this is so, like, everybody needs to understand that, like, not every single week is created equally. Like, you guys saw what we did in the market over that, like, 3.5 month period of, like, 30 10x trades. Those are the times in the market that you need to be really paying attention, really focused, and ready to go. But when I come out and I say, this is not the time to be going crazy, I hope you guys are listening because capital preservation is the most important thing. And I say this all the time. The easy part in the group, guys, is nailing the big 10x trades. It is not hard. Once you guys jump in and you see what the actual course content is and the way that we operate in the market, you're going to be like, wait, it's this simple? Why wasn't I doing this all along? And I'm going to be like, I don't know. It's the best way to be operating in the market. But you also have to understand and listen to the times that I come out and say, yellow light. And that's what the last 2 weeks have been. It's touch nothing or size really small. Now, what was I saying last week? Well, one, the market had a very high likelihood of moving higher into this week. That's what I said on the streams. And that's also what I said in the YouTube video on Saturday before the news came out. But this is the key but here. We are not out of the woods yet in terms of this potential volatility because what do we have this week? We have a metric boatload of earnings. We have, I think it's Thursday, is the Trump and Xi meeting. Then we also have, it is Thursday, I believe it's the 30th. Then we also have FOMC on Wednesday. So what this week is it's showing you, okay, if we are to see stocks starting to break and following through on these setups, they have a higher likelihood of doing that this week than on other weeks. But that still doesn't mean that we're going to have to take the additional risk. And this is so important. I don't know why more people don't like listen to these things because it's going to save you so much money in the long run. Like, stop with this garbage, I'm trying to make X amount per day nonsense. Like, that's not what the market is. Like, I could go months at a time with not touching anything if the market conditions are not perfect. That's what you have to get to. It's like, are the market conditions good and the setup's good? Great. We can sling with normal sizing. If one or the other is off there, or really just market conditions, you're like, you might be able to take a couple of things. But you have to make sure that you're sizing very small. Wells Fargo getting close to stop? Yeah, it's like 20 cents away. We'll see. And this is the point that I'm making here, Josh. Is like, this is still a week of sizing really small. Because if the moves hit, they're going to be massive. But if they're not, then it's tiny paper cuts and it doesn't even matter. And when we think about what we do in the long run here anyway, the outcome of one individual trade is so meaningless. Who cares? Every single winner we have is multi-hundreds, if not multi-thousands of percent. And I just gave you guys a free 200%er on PDD. Then you have Target running over there. Then you have, I believe, AEO is still looking good. It's like, there's so many good ones out there, guys. It's like, you got to think about the big picture and where and what actions you need to be taking in the short term that are going to benefit you in the long run. Not thinking about what can I do today or what can I do this week or this month. It's what actions do I need to take now in order to make sure that throughout this year or the next year or 2 years, you're able to take advantage of all the opportunity that the market has. That's the important part. So like, this week is getting very close to like fun time again after like a little 2-week vacation. But now it's like, it's okay. It's like, all right, they're kind of dangling the carrot in front of you where it's like, yeah, these setups look insane, but you still have to operate with some intelligence and caution, you know? PDD still looking good. Target, just epic move there, guys. Congratulations. PDD, great move. And that is why I say, like, the easy part is nailing the big 10x trades. Because it's not hard. It really isn't. Once you guys see the setup and you have the watch list, you're armed with the watch list every single week, it's like, it's not difficult to do. The hard part is being able to sit there, and it's really not hard, but like for a lot of you guys it is, to just sit there and be like, I'm just not going to touch anything. Because quite honestly, you guys are spoiled. All of you guys at LTMP are spoiled because you've seen, just like, you've taken a peek behind the curtain of what's possible in the market if you like operate the right way. You're like, oh my God, we can hit 30 10x trades in a 3-month period? It's like, yeah. But then if you have a 2-week period after some shocks get added to the market, you gotta be like, all right, we'll just take a little break. You know? Yeah, WFC doesn't want to play ball. And that was something that, and that's what I was saying, like, on the tweet too, where I was like, it's so funny that people start to freak out and lose their minds when, like, you get just the slightest glimmer of volatility. It's like, it's like you're spoiled is what you are. Like, I've spoiled all of you. But then you also have to listen. It's like, I'm gonna keep spoiling you with the best moves, but you also have to be able to listen when I say, like, if you're gonna listen to me when, like, getting into LTMP, learning the process, and like, in understanding how to nail these, you also have to listen when, like, I'm like, relax a little bit. Big shock added to the market. The market's gonna have a little bit of fear because a lot of it is psychological. Like, I know exactly when the market, this is actually really interesting. I was thinking about this the other day. I can tell kind of what the market action is going to be based on what all of the live chat and some of the tone of some of the messages in LTMP are. You can just tell, like, what overall investor sentiment is. Twitter is a little harder to see, but you can tell. Because I've been doing this for long enough where you can sit there and be like, oh, people are worried. And I can, and this is the shift that you have to make sometimes. Like, I can come out here and say, oh, there's nothing to be worried about. Like, there really isn't. Because, like, oh, we have a little bit of trade tensions with the US and China. It's like, okay, whatever. We know what's going to happen. But it doesn't change the fact that people aren't able to get over that because they have that lack of education. Now, that kind of a lot is what the mastermind is for too, so that you guys can come in and be able to read the overall conditions. Now, the psychological element of it is also being able to say, okay, even though that you know the conditions are fine and everything is fine in the market, people are still going to act stupid, you know, and just act irrationally. Like, did it really make sense to, like, have those big market sell-offs when Trump came out and was like, oh, we're going to do this with China? No, because we know what the playbook is. They're going to come out, they're going to tank the market a little bit, there's going to be some positive developments, you then go into the meeting with a good framework, bing, bang, boom, we're done, everything just gets delayed. Push down the road, and you get some good developments in the meantime. It's just so, like, it's like, all right, here we go again, you know? And the other thing is, too, is like when we look at the market today, this is what I was saying a lot to the group this morning. I was like, well, all we're really looking to do is like ride out some of the positions that like we already have, like the PDDs here, because the market's already up 0.8%. What is the likelihood that it continues up even more and the breakouts that we're in, if anything, breaks to the upside, if it continues from there? Well, it's a lot lower because the market has already made a significant move. And then you have, so like all of these things combined together, guys, are still telling you, okay, we can be a little bit less cautious, but we still have to be a little bit cautious, you know? So I hope this is making sense to everybody. This is how you have long-term success in this game. Because anybody, every single one of you guys can come in and nail the best trades in the market every single time because they're really easy to hit, like really easy. When the market like is looking solid and you're on these nice trends and you see these setups happening, like you guys saw it over the last like 3-4 months here. It's just like the easiest thing in the world. You're like, all right, setup, bing, boom, 500%, 1,000%, 5,000%. Like, it's not hard. Again, the hard part is preservation of capital, but it doesn't take very long to learn, because if you can fully understand what to expect by operating in the market a specific way over time, the thought of doing anything else will just make you feel ill. And a lot of the time, guys, the best decision in the market is to sit there and do nothing. And that's what you have to feel comfortable with. Don't think that being more active means more productive or you're going to have better results. It's actually the exact opposite. Less activity yields better results. That's why the group is called Less Trades, More Profits. NUAI, let's take a look at this one. New Era Digital. Ooh, that looks fun. That actually looks interesting. I mean, it'd be a share trade above here, 637, but like, I mean, I wouldn't touch this, but it does look pretty fun. And again, see, the market's just chopping around. Like, what is the, think about logically, what is the reasoning for the, like, if the market were to continue higher right now? Like, what would be the reason for it? Well, it's additional pieces of news and additional pieces of information. Have we gotten that yet? No. But it's up or down. Perform in red markets. Are you thinking about trading? It's not hard, because this is the thing that people don't understand. It's like, you are never forced to take an action in the market ever. Like, I'll trade the inverse ETFs when they set up, but you know what a lot of what I do is? I don't touch anything. Here's why. It's a little shift that a lot of you guys have to make, and it's just like, I'm fine with doing nothing. Zero. I don't have to do anything ever. Nothing. I could not trade for the next year. I don't care. Right? The reason but why is because I'm not trading to be like, "Ooh, I have to do this right now." All I'm looking to do is just take the most high quality setups in the best market conditions. That's it. So if the market's just nuking, most of the time I just don't touch anything. If you're on a slow grind down, then you can trade the downside setups. But the nuke candles is like really small size, short time to expiration, and you can catch some nasty ones. But other than that, you sit on your hands and you don't touch anything. That's what you do. Because think about it. If I can, like, you guys have seen it, 30 10x trades in 3 months. Why, if the market's nuking, why would I do anything besides wait? We know that's going to happen again. We know that the setups are just going to come around and they're going to blast off for us, and we're going to have all of these insane trades. So if the market conditions aren't good, we just sit there and do nothing. We just sit here, hang out, get bored. I go do other things, make videos, like look for long-term investment ideas. Like, it's not hard. You just have to know what the rules of the game are according to the conditions that you're in. Right now, though, it looks like we're about to get back to fun time. You just got to get through this week. If you can get through this week, ooh, it's going to be fun. What we're looking at, Rio. That looks, oh my God, this thing is cruising. I love that. But is this making sense to everybody? It's like, this is the way that you have to operate in the market if you want to have any chance at success from a short-term perspective. From the long-term side too, I mean, I've slaughtered the market like every year. They killed it. When I got more active too, it got even better. Because I didn't touch a lot of things, or I was just letting stuff go. Yes, sir. Good. Good. So I'm going to throw the link for you guys to LTMP in the live chat here too. It is pinned to the top, but make sure you guys are using code October. Get 50% off your first month before the prices go up at the end of November. Remember, I've told you guys before, the prices for LTMP in the future, like in 2026, it is eventually going to be $199 a month. So if you want to lock in the lower rate and never have the price raised on you, the price you join at is the price that you're locked in at. Make sure you guys hop in before then. Do I think Nio is a good buy now for the long term? So this brings up a really, really important point here. Nio, right here. Now, I bought Nio, and I outlined Nio for everybody at $4.55. The stock is now at $7. If I like a stock at $4.55 that I've already outlined for everybody as being relatively high risk, and the only thing that's going to really help this be re-rated higher is them actually delivering on their goals that they've outlined to shareholders, and they've consistently shown that they're over-promising and under-delivering. Well, if I like it at $4.55, what do you think I think about it at 7? Obviously, I don't like it as much. So again, this is why I say to you guys, pay attention or pay a premium. Like SoFi at 655 and then again at the weekly breakout at 1360. Like I have between 5, this is how you should be doing things too. I have between 5 and 10 really high quality A+ ideas every single year, depending on the market. And then I hammer them. You should not be trying to dollar cost average into individual names. You should not be like all this other garbage that people are throwing at you guys, like buying 18 million stocks. It's like, I don't understand why people are doing that. And then once you guys see, so those of you guys that have joined the mastermind, you guys are going to really get a better insight into my approach here and why it makes the most sense. Because you have to have everything aligning. Because if we're gonna like everything has to align in order for me to want to take a position. Then it's like if you want to get a little bit more speculative, like then comes like a Nio, but still it's the same thing. It's got a good weekly chart, but you're way late on it. So you would have to be perfectly comfortable with seeing this thing drop to 5. But then the risk to reward on it sucks. Because like even if it like goes to 9, it's like you're at a 1-to-1 risk to reward, so you can't size aggressively on it, you know? Not a good stock to buy now. It doesn't. Okay, so this is the problem. It's like you're asking me from the, I know what you're doing. You're asking me from the perspective of is it going to go up in the near future? It's like, well, it can. But to me, it's not at the perfect point in which I would want to be putting it in. So it's like, you got to make your own decision on it. This is never where I would buy stocks. Just for the way I do things. With the performance that I've had and the way that I've been able to operate in the market, you probably want to pay attention and understand like the concepts of like how I operate, which is one of the reasons why we're doing the mastermind and why everybody loved it so much in 2024 when we did this. But like, this is never where I would buy a stock ever. AMD, U.S. Department of Energy, forms a $1 billion partnership with AMD to build 2 supercomputers. Is it moving? Ooh, it's moving back up. Hello. Does that make sense, though? It's like, it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter whether or not it goes up or down in the short term. It's like, where is the best risk to reward spot to be buying for the next 5, 10, 15 years? What do you think separates you from the average trader? To be quite honest with you, I'm not a dumbass. Like, I hate to say it that way, but like, I'm not a complete idiot. Like, and experience. And that's where the not being a complete idiot comes from. Like, I don't do anything else besides what all of my systems are going to tell me to do. I've also been doing this since I was 14. His ankles. Like, if you think about what the average retail trader will do, there's one algorithm that runs the market. I'm day trading, 0 DTE. It's like, you just avoid all that stuff and focus on what works. Why do you think the most successful traders of all time are swing-in position traders? Because that's where the edge is. It's as simple as that. It's just using a little bit of logic and understanding the conditions that you're in and what they mean. And that comes from experience. So I hate to say it that way, but it's like, I mean, that's just what it is. It's like, we don't operate like idiots in the market. We're not over here just like, oh, I'm going to buy a stock that's up 500% in a month. Like, no, we would never do something like that. That's why when I talk about like even things that I am bullish on, like I think Nio has the potential to go to $10, $15, $20 if they hit their goals. But my entry on that at 455 is where I need to be in order for me to like have good risk to reward on it. And it's not a big position. I have 4,000 shares. It's not big. Do I think ICT works on the S&P and NQ? No. You really think that one algorithm controls the market? That's a perfect example, Arthur, of like dumbassery. Like, You're listening to some schizo dude on the internet that's saying that there's one algorithm that runs the market that he created, even though there is literally no evidence of that, and it's proven time and time again that he's a fraud scammer. And then every single person, I have not seen one person that has then taken those concepts and tried to reteach them that is not just an unethical, immoral, just complete scum. Not one. It's like the whole thing is just garbage. Like, one algorithm doesn't run the market, guys. It's just so stupid. Like, plus, here's the thing. There are better and worse ways to be operating in the market. If I am gonna let's think about it like this. Like, imagine for a second, guys, that every single time you took a trade, let's say it's an options trade, or let's even say it's a shares trade, that you had the potential to 5 times, 10 times, 20 times your risk, or 500, 1,000, 2,000% gains. Imagine you had a strategy that could do that for you. Wow, I would just do that all the time. You know, that's what we do in LTMP and why it works so well, because we're operating on the larger time frames. We are finding stocks that are about to explode before they do, and then riding the winners. Like PDD here, great example. This thing could just keep ripping. A lot of you guys are already up well over 200% on this thing. Good for you. That's awesome. Wells Fargo moving back up. That's nice. Where is MDB? Let's see. Yeah, weekly breakout doesn't look like it wants to go. Because, and then you think about it too, it's like all these people that are trading like 1-to-1, 1-to-2 risk rewards, it's like you need a higher win rate. Like, think about it like this. If every single trade that we have can run multi-hundreds of percent, my win rate could be like 10%, 8%, like nothing, and still crush everybody because of that asymmetric risk reward. Like, I did the math with you guys one time in an Instagram video before Instagram banned me, but I was like, if you just hit 2 of 3 of these, you're up 100 something times your risk. You have to lose 102 trades in a row to just get back to break even. It's like, why wouldn't you do that? I don't know. Like, I don't know why everybody in the market doesn't operate this way. You'd see so many less like crazy mistakes and like people losing money. It's just like, I'm going to keep showcasing to you guys time and time again just the most insane results that have ever existed in the trading space. How did you discover your strategy as a beginner? How long did it take? You look at what the most successful people of all time do. What confluences do I trade then? It's not, you're thinking about it the wrong way, Arthur. Confluences? No. That's not what it's not like, it is not that. Like, it's not like looking at like, okay, here's what you're thinking. You're thinking that there's certain things on the chart that are going to just align and give you an edge. If that was the case, Arthur, every single person in the world that had a strategy, all of these like day trading kids out there would just program a bot and let it do it for them so that they could just go out and make more content. That's what they would do. Like, if there was just like certain technical things that you could look at on the chart, you would just create an algorithm and let it run, you know? But when you operate on the larger time frames and you can understand the big picture of the market and where money is flowing, and then you also look at what stocks always look like, or I don't want to say always, but like the vast majority of time, what do they look like before they're about to make massive moves? If you can combine those two things, oh, you are golden. But like it's like you're just looking at what has generated the best results in the market forever. We're just gonna do that, you know? Am I holding gold forever? Yes, I'm not selling gold. You know, it's like people, and this is what I say all the time, like people have such a fundamental misunderstanding of what trading, the market, investing, everything actually is. And that's why I say when everybody joins LTMP and they actually go through the videos and understand it, they're like, wait, hold on. Why wasn't I doing this the entire time? And I'm like, I don't know. Seriously, I don't know. You want me to hand out 10 more 10x trades? I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep doing it. PDD could be one. Target could be one. Thanks for the info. No problem. But is this making sense? It's like, if you want to have different results than everybody else, guys, you got to think and act differently than they do. Right? Like, you can't be trying to do what all these other people are doing. And then, like, because there's so many logical flaws in what's out there. So like I saw one the other day. I saw a tweet that was like, "Oh, the market's going to trade higher into FOMC and it's going to sweep liquidity and then come down and then move back to the upside." And I'm like, "Okay, even you don't understand what you're talking about here, because in order to sweep liquidity, it's another prior level and the market's at all-time highs. What are you talking about?" You know? It's just like none of these people actually know what they're doing or have any understanding of the market and reading market conditions. You know? So, market losing it a little here. There's still, I mean, I'll probably go through and send you guys some more setups in LTMP, because with the market gapping and flatlining today, so far, we could easily see some crazy setups forming. More of them. Merck's percent, yeah, successful long term. Thanks. Because it's not like, when I explain this to everybody, they're like, "Wait, that sounds so easy. Why does everybody fail?" And I go, "I don't know. They just do a bunch of dumb stuff." Like, it's just this gambling mentality and people's like fundamental misunderstanding of the market. One of the best examples of this is, think about Beyond, think about Open, think about any of these stocks that pump aggressively, and just like psychologically, like think about what the goals of people putting their capital in those types of names are. What is it? Let's see if everybody can guess this here. Also, just so that you guys know, at 200 likes on the stream today, I will be going through 3 more epic setups here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to hit it today, but if you do, I'll start going through some more setups. The one that I gave you guys last week was PDD at 200 something percent for free when you guys hit the like threshold. So if you guys hit the like button, I'll give you some more setups. If not, I'm just going to keep them for LTMP. But think about this. What is the goal of all of those people that are throwing money in those names, those short squeeze names that they think are going to rip, that are already up 200%? What do you guys think their goal is? Let's see, live chat. Are you paying attention? What is their goal? Pump and dump? Is their goal a pump and dump? Is the people buying the stock goal a pump and dump? Get rich fast. Sort of. Get rich quick. Kinda. Yeah. Buy high, sell low, retire tomorrow. You guys are kind of getting it. Get rich on one trade. You guys are kind of getting it. But it has to do with the level of returns. It doesn't have to do with like, get rich, one trade, retire tomorrow. It has to do with the level of returns. Like percentage gains on an individual trade. So let's say they're buying that stock and they want it to double, triple. They want their options to go up 500%, 1,000%. But you also have to realize that the reality is that all of those names are going to come with a wildly elevated level of risk. So that if they're looking for those gains, well, the vast majority of time they're going to get rug pulled, and they're just going to get hit over and over and over and over again. Now, what I sit here and say is like, okay, the results that everybody is hunting for on those names that have a way higher amount of risk can be accomplished. That's why I say everything you guys have been looking for out of the market has been right in front of you the entire time. The way that we operate in the market generates those crazy results. So when you guys are like, what about this stock? And I'm like, why would I care about that? Because we all know in the group, it's like, if we just operate the way that we are supposed to, those trades are going to come over and over and over. That's why I can sit here and be like 30 10x plus trades in the last 3 months. I'd rather do that, and everybody should rather do that, than do all of this nonsense like chasing all of those garbage names, which I don't think a lot of you guys are doing, but some of you probably still are. And this even still isn't going to get through to you guys because, again, the lack of logic that is involved with buying those names is also the lack of logic that's going to have you guys probably not understand that statement that I just made, which is sad because all of you guys have the potential to be just killers in the market. You just have to listen. Like, you just have to listen. It is not that difficult. Remember, the hard part is being able to sit there and say, just going to sit on my hands for a little bit. Because there's no plan. What you're doing in the market has to be repeatable. If you don't have a repeatable approach, it's like any money that you make is not yours. You'll probably give it back. Like you guys see on the watch list, it's like we're looking for the same thing every single time. It's boring. It's very fun when they fire off and they go nutty. It's a great time. Like PDD. It's a good time, guys. But it's all repeatable. It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's it. The only thing that changes is the market conditions. $8, 4,000 shares on Sofi. Nice. Humans are emotional beings. You have to rewire your mind to see success. Right. But it's not so much rewiring your mind. It's more so it's an avoiding thing. Like, if people were just to avoid, and they won't, because it's just like, it's not like, on this, I know, like, on this side of the camera here, I know exactly what I have to say in a title, in a video, and a this, that, the other, about individual names to get every single one of you guys to pay attention. You guys saw those videos that I was making on Instagram those times? Millions of views. Just me taking a day trade. That's it. Why do you think that everybody is focused in on doing that rather than what is proven to work over time? Secure the bag? No. It's not even that. It's not secure the bag. It's finding the asymmetric risk to reward opportunities and hammering them and riding the winners. Because think about it, if you don't ride the winner, it does take a little bit of a shift, but once you guys see it a few times, you peek behind the curtain, which I showed all of you guys during that like 3.5-4 month period this year. You're like, oh, this is different, you know? So, but again, that's why I give you guys all like those discounts to join LTMP. But again, you guys have had over a year now to join up with us of seeing us do this all the time. Again, prices are going up at the end of November. Make sure you guys hop in, lock in the lower rate. Don't miss it because the prices are just going to keep going up. But the prices, for those of you guys in there, they never go up on you. That would be rude and wrong. PDD still chilling. Rio still looks good. Target still looks great. Nio back above 7. I like that. AMD up 1.2%. That's good. This is my largest holding across all my accounts. I own AMD, guys, for those of you guys that don't know this, at $11.39. Where can you join? Arthur, so the link is pinned to the top of the live chat here, but I'll throw the link in the live chat for you. Use code October, and that'll get you 50% off your first month. It's like $40 to join or something. Most people have a lack of patience and an abundance of FOMO. Yeah, Humana. I think I looked at this weekend, but it's got earnings coming up. Yeah, it looks great, but earnings are too close. Like, guys, you guys saw how nutty the watch list was this week. It would have been, like, the amount of tickers that I looked at that I was like, oh my God, I love this. But they have earnings. That's an absurd AMD entry. Yeah, I know. I own a lot of it. I gave you guys Palantir in the teens, Robinhood in the teens, then again at 30, SoFi at 655, and then at 1360 breakout, Philip Morris at 95, and then the exit was like at 170. What else? RKT at 1160. You had Nio at 455. You had there's so many of them, guys. It's that, and that's what we're talking about in the mastermind is how I'm doing that. That's what it is. It's not trading at all. It's like the college level education in markets, finance, and investing, but like not the stuff that they teach you in college, like the stuff that's actually useful. Do you want to know how I know what's useful and what's not? I have a finance degree. I have one. You know what it does for me? Zero. Nothing. Does nothing for me every single day. Zero. You know, it's an actual useful degree maybe in business if you want to go into finance, accounting, but that's it. And even then is like, So I'm really excited to get started with you guys in Mastermind 2.0. It's going to be epic. You guys in LTMP all have the link for your discount. Any prior Mastermind students that still need to reach out and get their extra discount, just let me know. Message me on Twitter. NVIDIA new day highs? Yeah, my AMD. The only time that I started selling AMD was last year. I sold a little bit because it was getting really aggressive. I was just so overweight AMD. Like, and then I sold some covered calls. So my basis is way negative on AMD right now, which is nice. I don't think if we break above like 300 and start really ripping and we get like a parabolic move, I might sell some covered calls on it. Other than that, though, I'm not touching it. No touchy on AMD. How about business consultant? I mean, a lot of that stuff you're going to learn on the go. Unless you've like actually like run a business or operated a business and gone through all of like the ups, downs, problem. It's just problem solving and high stress tolerance. That's all it is, I would say. Depends on what you're consulting on, though. If you're like consulting on like what trash cans to put in a city, it's like way different than like if you're actually coming in to like be a fixer. You know? But guys, I've been doing this for a while. I've been doing this since I was 14 years old. I'm 26. Been at this for a long time. Probably college. Trading's fun. I like the investing. I honestly like the longer term stuff a lot more. Like the mid to long term position trades. Like I always have this thought in my mind where I'm just like, I just kind of want to sling more shares, you know? I just like shares. Like options are fun for the quick moves, but I just like shares so much better. They're just cleaner, man. You can ride stuff like crazy. You can lever up. You can do all sorts of fun stuff with shares. Options are great though. And it's great to show you guys like what's possible on these moves with like the big multi-hundred and multi-1,000% gains. Like you guys remember, I was not going to class ever in college, ever. Well, my senior year. I went the other 3 years, but I never went. I was hanging out with you guys. I was hanging out with you people. That was when we had like 5,000 people watching. Shares are just peaceful. I know. I really always just have that just thought. I'm like, I should just like really trade a lot more shares. I would trade a lot less. That's the thing. Like I would trade even less with shares because I'd be looking for more specific things. Like they'd be smaller market cap. Like I wouldn't be trading like Nvidia, you know? I'd be trading like that DVLT move that I'm sure a lot of you guys saw firing off, like stuff like that. Nio, like MSOS, like a lot of the ACB. What else have we had? That AEO, DNUT, like a lot of stuff like that. And I would trade like significantly less. And I'd probably risk a little more. We were a bad influence on you, making you show ankles? Yeah. Stream fees? I'm demonetized on YouTube now for showcasing to you guys the best results ever. So I do these for you guys, showing you guys the best way to operate in the market. Shares channel. Well, you guys know that it's a lot of you guys know when I send something to you guys, you take one look at the option chain and just the type of ticker that it is, you know if it's going to be a shares trade or not. It's really easy to see. Like if it's got a jacked up option chain or it's like a $5 stock, like that's a shares trade. I just like them better, you know? They're more fun. They're more relaxing. I don't have to manage anything. You do have to worry about gap risk, but it's a lot. It doesn't happen that much. A lot of the times we get gaps in our favor, like PDD today. Like that's usually what happens with the setups that we trade. Like it's usually gaps in our favor. You know? So I still love this. This is just such a good looking chart here. BB above $5. Do we care about that? No. Ooh, that looks kind of fun. Weekly setup? Maybe? Yeah. That's a fun weekly chart. Like, that would be an interesting one. Or, like, open right now. Where's open? Yeah, like, open on the weekly here. Like, that's not perfect, but this has my attention. PDD to 200. If PDD goes to 200, Cole, I probably won't trade the rest of the year. If PDD gets a rocket to 200, I'm done. I'm no more. I'll just size small, trade some shares, and be done. Like, let some other stuff go and just be done. If PDD hits 200 in a short period of time, whew. You know what I thought of this weekend? That was interesting. Yeah, you guys slacked pretty hard on the like button here, so you guys probably are not going to get any more setups today. That's fine. I'm going to keep them for LTMP. You guys have the link to hop in there. But I was thinking, there haven't really been any wild positive AI developments out of China recently. We haven't really seen one yet in a little bit. So we're due, or I haven't seen it. Long-term moves like Sofi, Nio, and Nova. Oh, there is. There is. That's where it's the single stock research report section. Just we didn't even have the LTMP group though when we had what do you call it? When I gave you guys Sofi. It was not July 2025, July 2024, and the actual Discord started in September. I put the PM one in there for you guys because I sent that to everybody that had the video series, and then Novo's in there. I think there's one on Nio, isn't there? Isn't there one? No, I thought there was one. I think I might have just made a video about it. I think that's what I did. I made a Nio video of breaking down the entire thesis for everybody. I didn't write it, but I made a video about it. It was like Envo, Firefly, that type of stuff. Them playing the volume game. Because I remember doing the work on it. That's why I bought it. You know, BBBY base. Ooh, that could be fun. Did they already report? I would let this settle in after earnings. I would let that settle in. Yeah, I mean, guys, you guys saw. I mean, there's a freebie on PDD. This one's probably going to keep going. If you guys get 200 likes on the stream, I'll give you guys some more setups. If not, I'm just going to leave them for LTMP. I have some epic ones for this week. And after today, there's going to be a lot more. Make sure you guys are following me on X, though. A lot of you guys might think that you're following me on X. You may not be. We're growing. I'm going to be a lot more active on X, too, just because of, like, Instagram and YouTube yelling at me for all I do is just showcase crazy results. But, yeah, make sure you guys are following on X. Have notifications on. The engagement over there really helps a ton. Thank you guys for that. Those of you guys that are doing that, that's very helpful. So we're in position A, ladies and gentlemen, but again, we have FOMC this week. We have a lot of earnings. The post-earnings strategy is going to probably give us 1,000%er over the next 2 weeks. At least one, I would say. That's usually what happens during this 2-week period of lots of earnings firing off left and right. So we usually get some really good ones around this time. So I hope you guys are ready for that. You're holding the bag on BBAI. Any thoughts? Yeah, you should never do that. You should never be holding the bag. Here's the thing. BBAI, when was the last time I gave you guys this? This trade setup? Wasn't it here? Yeah, it was here. It was this break at 439. So here's the other thing. If a stock goes from 4 to 9, never buy it. We used to receive the watch list via email. Yeah, I know. Now you've been demonetized by everything. All we do is win. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Oh, Wells Fargo back up? Let me see. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, so I don't, the thing is that like when you guys say like I'm holding the bag on something, there's literally nothing that I can do for you, especially with a chart like this that looks like it wants to nuke. And then also especially that I gave you guys this entry at 440. It's like, I don't know how much more you want from me. It's like, I can tell you to not do dumb stuff all day long, but if you go and do it, there's not much that I can do to help you, you know? It's like, oh, don't do stuff like that. Don't fall into the hype. And like when what I said down here too was I didn't even really like this. A lot of people were asking me about that in this range here. And I was like, okay, you have a kind of trade setup here. If you break 440, I know Daily Taylor hit it. Michael might have hit it too. Where you have this 440 all the way up to like, that was probably, well, first target I think was 565. And then you had second target at 788. These are just trades. Unless you, and then the other thing too, Lewis, is like when you're buying things, and this is something that we're going to talk so much about in the mastermind, is like you have to be thesis driven. You can't just be buying stocks because, ooh, they're hot AI and everybody's talking about it. That's a way to, again, become a bag holder on it. That's why, like, again, guys, this mastermind is going to be so epic for you guys. It's so obvious to me, like, when you guys are in the live chat, like, who was in the last one and who wasn't. It's just the way that you guys think about it. Do you cut your losses? I can't help you here, you know? There's nothing that I can do to help you with this. The chart doesn't look good. That's really all I can say about it, you know? And then what I can say is, listen to the things that I say a lot. Is like, if a stock is ripping like that, don't buy it. The stock from where I gave you guys the entry doubled. Yeah, 113% to the highs. If I give you something at 440 and it doubles, that's why, like, when whoever was talking about Nio, and I was like, we have it at 455. Like, why would I say it's a good idea to buy at 7? It could easily come back down. Does it matter to me? No, I got the best entry like we always do with the methodology that I preach and practice. You know? It's not that difficult. It's like that question before. It's like, what sets us apart? We don't act like idiots in the market. I'm not saying you're an idiot. I'm saying the action that you took was idiotic. Buying a stock that's up 100% in a short period of time. I don't do that. I don't know how else to frame it, you know? You buy basis. Actually, let me see if I can pull up this image. This is, it's not actually perfect. I might tweet this. This is good here. This is kind of, I saw this and I was like, this is pretty close to what we do. This right here. See if you can see this. You see what this says? It says, buy this, not this. That's part of it. We buy bases. We don't buy falling knives. We don't buy stocks when they're going up. We buy bases. Community gains, 104% on Macy's. There you go. 178% on Target. There you go. 101% on Target. Let's see. 216% Nokia. 181% PDD, which is probably going to be up higher now. 212% PDD. 186% PDD. Great work, guys. Again, I'll throw the link to LTMP again here in the live chat. Hopefully you guys are getting some value from these streams. I do these for you guys every day at 10:30. Not a fan of full screen Jack. It's a good thing I don't care about your opinion then. PDD still looks right here. Thoughts on McDonald's? I'll take a look. I don't think I'm going to like it with those big candles. No, I don't like it. Not a setup. ROST moving again. Yo, there you go. That was on the watch list 2 weeks ago. Their food sucks. Hey. McDonald's is epic. I told you guys about how I broke my bed after eating 6 Wendy's cheeseburgers, right? I definitely told you guys about that. And then I've had a lot of interesting things happen over here. We had the intellectual superstar turn the water on, leave their sink on and cause a leak in my apartment. And then they left a hole in my ceiling. And then there was a mouse. And then I haven't seen the mouse again, which is good. I think I eliminated it. Which is crazy. And it was their fault because they left the thing open the hole open for too long and they didn't cover it. It's nonsense. But yeah, this is another one on the watch list, guys. Anybody that's in this one, good for you. I mean, where was this off the 5-minute opening range? Not really moving too much, but MDB trying to move back up. You got PDD looking phenomenal. The Bonnie Blue events. That's what buying stocks up over 100, like a bajillion% in a short period of time is like. You're just back of the line at the Bonnie Blue event. That's what you're doing. You guys serious slacking on the like button today. That's kind of crazy. Slackers. But yeah, a lot of you guys. So if I missed you, I was dealing with a lot of messages of you guys that wanted mastermind. I'll check. So I think I got all of you, but if I missed you, just let me know, and I will. I'll send you your specific prior mastermind member code. But everybody else in LTMP, you guys get the 30% off discount, and then everybody else, I mean, you guys can join us. I'd love to have you in there. But you guys are gonna pay full price. Again, I always reward the people that take action. So like you guys all know the when the videos first released, all of those people are in LTMP for free. Now prices are going up. Not for the people that are in it, obviously. Only for the people that just sit on their hands and don't hop in. Like, you're just going to have to pay a higher price the longer that you wait. UMAC, let's take a look. Target looking great there, too. Purple line, was that entry outline for you guys? There you go. UMAC. Unusual machines. Ooh, this could be fun. Ooh. I mean, not really. It's maybe you can get a setup on this over the next week or two. Decent amount of volatility on this. What's the weekly look like? I like the weekly. It's just you also have earnings too close. I like the weekly on this, Asia. That's a decent looking weekly chart. I'd like it to tighten up, but it's not bad. Where's Rio? How's that looking? Selling off. Still looks good. Nice movement from down in here at 68. You guys keep asking me about Tesla. I don't like Tesla. Not a setup. Look, ready? Tesla, no. Bad. No setup. That's like D-. How's the weekly look? Oh, weekly looks good. Weekly does look good. Weekly looks okay. I actually don't hate that. That I actually don't hate. I was looking at it on the daily. I don't like the daily. I love the weekly, though. UMAC might have been pumped by Zip Trader. Makes sense. That weekly chart looks really good. We nailed this. Do you guys remember this one? That was a big Tessie move. I just, again, on a day where the market's up like this, I don't know if I really want to be touching a lot, you know? Oracle. Nope. Nope. Bad. Not the setup. That is not what stocks look like right before they're about to explode. Where's the weekly, though? Does the weekly look good? I don't want the monthly. I want the weekly. Weekly doesn't look bad. Daily looks real icky, though. Daily looks very icky. Yeah, but I can't wait for Mastermind with you guys. Remember, all of you guys in LTMP, you have until next Monday to use the discount code that I send you, and then there's no more discounts. So, for those of you guys that are interested, make sure you guys hop in before then. It's going to be the best one. It also might be the last one we can ever do. I'm like let's say 75% sure that this is the last one ever. I just don't think I'm going to be able to do it. Maybe, but we'll see. PDD, hanging out at the highs. I like that, ladies and gentlemen. I like that. Come on, PDD. Let's get to 139. Okay? Thanks. That'd be great. I'd love that. Second target, 139. Bing. Come on. Shoot. $1.15. Do it. Do it. Or don't. It doesn't really matter. Looks good, though. That was the freebie from last week when I was like, hey, guys, if you hit the like button, I'll give you a setup. Is XYZ the monthly? I think it is. What is that? 82.40. I like that. You got earnings too close, though. I would be interested in this. It just is earnings too close. So, no. You can just charge for the videos. Well, here's the reason why I don't want to do that, Adrian. It's because one of the main things that I like being able to do with you guys is one, at the end of every mastermind stream, you guys can ask questions, and two, you guys also have your own dedicated mastermind chat where you can also ask questions while we're doing the classes. So I'd like to be able to provide that additional support to you guys while we're going through the concepts as they get more and more complicated. Because if I just give you guys the videos, it's like you're gonna get it. But if you have questions on stuff, I'm not gonna be able to just answer them all the time. You know, that's why I say this is a lot of work, because it's like I'm gonna be constantly in there helping you guys out. I'm really excited to do the 4-company analysis with you guys. That's gonna be so much fun. PDD, come on, buddy. You can do it. Reddit. That could set up, but you have earnings. This is what I was talking about. Like, the amount of setups, guys, that I saw this weekend where I was like, oh my God, this is A+. And then I couldn't put it on the watch list because there was earnings too close. I was like, There was probably if we didn't have all these earnings, the watch list would have been double the size. You will still be able to ask questions? Yes. That's Adrian, that is exactly why I made the mastermind chat for you guys. So that you guys can go ask questions and I can have them in one spot. And if you guys want to collaborate on the doing the research, if you guys want to go back and forth between the companies that we're analyzing, sharing your opinions, we can do that in there too. But that's the point of why I made that separate chat for you guys. You know. PDD, come on. Get your butt over 138. What's the high? 137.98. Come on. Come on, buddy. Market turning up a little here. Hello. Yeah, and also, they're recorded. You guys remember that from last week? They're recorded. Questions on the live sessions on Mastermind 1.0 were a very interesting part of each session. Yeah, we spend a lot of time going back and forth. Just because some of the things you guys have just never seen before. And I want to make sure things, because especially in the beginning too, if you can understand, because we're going to go through all of the different steps of analysis and why we analyze things the way that we do. So when we get to the point where we're putting it all together and I can show you in real time how we're analyzing these companies and if they're good or bad, it could be that the 4 companies we analyze, we just don't buy or we're not interested in, or it could be all of them are great ones. It just depends on which ones that we do, But so that you guys can understand the reasoning behind why. So then it's more productive. So that you guys can look and be like, ooh, this one looks good already. Let's actually break it down and have me do it for everybody. And then I can add some stuff or subtract something and then we can really build a good thesis on these. Or see if there's a thesis at all to be made, So I did say it was 20 sessions. I think it's going to be closer to 30. 2 times a week, about 30 minutes to an hour long each. So this is the most valuable thing that I do for everybody. It's insane. It's just a lot of work. I'm fine with doing it, but it's a lot of work. Come on, PDD. You're close. SLV inverted chart. Well, I'm probably going to think it looks good. No, I would not. This is just coming down to the... Oh, that's the weekly 10. Hold on. Let's check the daily. That looks not good. So, I mean, you got those big parabolic moves in the metals. They're just pulling back down, which is fine. I still want to have GLD in my portfolio. Like, it was off of the weekly breakout to get a good entry, but I still want it, you know? Because the macro thesis has not changed. Think about it. Has the Fed allowing inflation to run above target changed? Has the fact that the United States government is going to continue to overspend and devalue the dollar, has that changed? No. Has the fact that we're going to be continuously cutting rates, has that changed? No. So, I'm perfectly. I want to have gold in the portfolio. It's not a lot. I bought what, $22,000 with GLD at 317. It's just I want to have it. You know, it's a little bit of a hedge, in some cases. It's a balancing scale. It balances the scales a little because I was getting a little concentrated. But soon I'll probably start trimming things. If we see like big runs, I'll start selling covered calls. I'll trim some stuff. I'll sell some things I don't really want anymore, and then I'll add to the cash balance so that I can go. Because at one point I was like 30% cash, which is crazy for a 26-year-old. I just was like, again, it's like I'm looking for very specific things, and then I hammer them. I want another like SoFi type move, which Webull could be it. Where is Bull today? Bull looks good. If Bull sets up here, I might just hit it a little bit. $25,000 blocks. Just boom, boom, boom. Just ladder it in. No, Adrian, I would not be shorting silver. There's no setup on silver right now. It's very forcey on that. This is what that is. You're trying to force it onto the, like, you want to short silver. It's like, just leave it be. There's going to be way better and more efficient uses of our capital over the next couple of weeks here, guys, than trying to short silver. You know? Way, way, way better. So, all right, guys. It is 11:46. We, Dow weekly base and break? Isn't that, like, are you guys already in this on the post earnings? Oh my God, that's an epic one. So what are those up? The post earnings on Dow, guys, is insane. You're running through first target here right now. There you go. That was a really good post earnings move. We're gonna have a lot of those over the coming days here. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up here. Remember, I'll throw the link to just normal LTMP for you guys in the live chat here. Remember, use code October, get 50% off your first month. It's literally like $40 for you guys to hop in. And then those of you guys that still need to jump into the mastermind, again, everybody in LTMP has the code. You should be able to see the mastermind on that link that I sent you. If not, just DM me on Twitter. I'll send you guys the link to it. All of you guys in LTMP, you have your discount code for 30% off. Everybody else, or other prior mastermind students, if you guys want to jump back in for this one and you haven't messaged me yet, make sure you do, because after the mastermind starts, doesn't matter if you were a prior mastermind student, there's no more discounts. So make sure you guys hop in before next Monday. But guys, fun day today. Congratulations on LTMP, Target. Lot of really, really awesome setups forming here. Again, though, we got to be a little cautious still with FOMC and earnings and the Thursday trade talks, but overall things are looking really, really, really good. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope, don't miss them. They're going to be fun. All these setups, if they start firing, it's going to be really, really fun. So guys, I'll see you in a YouTube video later, most likely. Make sure you guys have notifications turned on for the channel. But other than that,